Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to share about my California experience regarding what happened on that trip and how I feel like it has changed me. This trip was meant to be it was meant to be an early celebration of my husband and my 3rd year anniversary. So this was my first time going to California. I have never been there. My husband went to California a few years ago. So of course we went to Hollywood, we went and did the whole city walk thing, Universal Studios, Griffith Park, which I love Griffith Park. It was a lot of fun and it's beautiful. So we did that and we had a lot of good food, so much good food. Of course we went to In-N-Out, that was so good. And we went to a food truck by this lady named Esperanza. It was in Malibu somewhere. We went to the beach and just sat there and ate our tacos as we looked at the ocean. It was beautiful and it was so enjoyable. We also focused on nature a lot. I used to be really obsessed with nature when I was a little girl, and then growing up, for some reason, I didn't really care about nature as much, and I didn't really care about being in nature. So when we were there, we were very intentional about getting ourselves out there. I know that it just changed. It changed me. Like I look at nature very different. And I hadn't been to the ocean since I was 5 years old. So that was back in Mexico. So that was the last time I actually stepped foot in the ocean. And so going to California, I was really excited to finally get to go to the ocean again. We saw the ocean obviously in Santa Monica, and then we went to Malibu and Oric, California. And wow, oh my gosh, I was so blown away by how beautiful the ocean is and how massive it is. And I just feel like it gave me a completely new perspective about life, about myself, and about God. I believe in God. I believe that He exists, and I believe that He loves me. And when I was there, I felt like looking at the ocean and listening to the waves and walking through the sandy beaches, I just felt His love. I felt Him there with me. And I remember looking around and thinking, this ocean is massive. And it was so scary just to look around and think, I'm tiny. God, you created this. And it made me realize so much more how much He loves me. And I believe that, I'm here for a purpose. I believe that there is a reason why I'm here. I believe there's a purpose for me to fulfill. And I believe the exact same thing about you. I believe you're not a mistake. I believe that you're supposed to be here, you're supposed to be alive, you're supposed to be breathing, and there's something that you are supposed to fulfill, that you are here for a reason, and that you being alive and you breathing is so significant to this earth. And when I was there, I feel like I encountered a greater reality of that, of the fact that we are alive for a purpose. That in itself, I feel like, impacted me a lot. My heart was just like, whoa. And so there was that, but the other side of it was also going to the redwood forest. I just remember standing there and being like, wow, these things are humongous. Like, you could drive through the trees. I mean, they were that big. They were so huge. But just being in the forest and listening to the breeze, listening to the rustling of the leaves, I don't know how to explain it to you except that it was a different world to me. And it's not like I've never been in nature. I've obviously been in nature, but to just be there and to see the creation, to see this art, I was blown away. We decided to go to Redding, California, and we got to see the Shasta Mountain. I believe that's what it's called, and it's this mountain with snow on it. It was so beautiful. I wasn't able to get a good picture of it, unfortunately, but wow, so beautiful. But we also drove to Oric from Redding, and that was a 3.5 hour drive, and so we got to see all these beautiful, gorgeous mountains. And I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Inception, but if you've seen the movie Inception, there's a part in the movie where Leonardo DiCaprio is in a dream and the ground starts coming up and becoming a wall. Well, as we were driving, it felt like that was happening with one of the mountains. It felt like it was the ground because this mountain was covered in trees, and so it just felt like the ground was lifting up and becoming a wall. I just have no words except that I was so blown away by the beauty and the creation and nature and just the presence when you were there. It was different. It's unlike anything I've ever experienced. It really changed me because, like I told you guys, I recognized how God is so big. He's so big. He's so big, but yet He cares about me. He cares about my heart. He cares about my desires and about my needs. And man, I want to cry. And the reason why it touched my heart so much is because I've seen God move in my life, and people can say that there isn't a God, but I can tell you that I've experienced Him before, and being out there in nature, I got to experience Him in a new way that I had never experienced Him, and it just changed me. Like, I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but I encourage you to go to the redwood forest, go to the ocean by the redwood forest and just allow God to meet you there and to speak to you there. That's all I can really say. But yeah, that was my experience in California, and I thought it would be more of a city experience, which it was. And I love LA, I really do. But the greatest thing I took away from it was just knowing that God was so present there with me in nature. And it was beautiful. It was really beautiful. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for being subscribed to this channel. And if you're not, I encourage you to subscribe. But if you are, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being a part of this with me. It really means a lot. So I encourage you to follow me on Instagram. You can also tweet me. I like talking to people on Twitter. Until my next video, have a wonderful day.